What if I told you that feeling tired every day, forgetting simple things, struggling to stay balanced, or feeling 20 years older than your actual age might have nothing to do with getting older? Most people assume these changes are just a normal part of aging. They blame stress, poor sleep, or simply getting older. But what if your body has been trying to warn you about something much more important? There is one vitamin deficiency that quietly affects millions of adults, especially those over the age of 50. It can slowly damage your nerves, reduce your energy, affect your memory, and even make everyday activities feel exhausting. The frightening part is that many people ignore the warning signs until the symptoms become severe. Today we're going to uncover the 7 warning signs of vitamin B12 deficiency, explain why it happens, who is most at risk, and what steps you can take to protect your health. Make sure you stay with me until the end, because the final warning sign is one that most people never connect to vitamin B12, even though it could be one of the earliest clues. Vitamin B12 is one of the most important nutrients your body needs, yet it's often one of the most overlooked. Unlike some vitamins, your body cannot make vitamin B12 on its own. You have to get it from the foods you eat, or in some cases, from supplements recommended by your healthcare provider. This vitamin plays a critical role in producing healthy red blood cells, protecting your nervous system, supporting brain function, and helping your body convert food into usable energy. Without enough vitamin B12, these essential processes begin to slow down. The problem is that vitamin B12 deficiency usually develops gradually. It doesn't happen overnight. In many cases, people experience symptoms for months or even years before realizing what's actually causing them. Adults over 50 are particularly vulnerable because as we age, our stomach naturally produces less acid, making it more difficult to absorb vitamin B12 from food. That's why recognizing these warning signs early can make a significant difference. Let's start with one of the most common symptoms, and one that many people simply accept as a normal part of aging: constant fatigue. Have you ever slept for 7 or 8 hours, only to wake up feeling like you never rested at all? Do you feel drained by the middle of the day, even if you haven't done anything physically demanding? Maybe you rely on multiple cups of coffee just to keep your eyes open. While there are many possible causes of fatigue, vitamin B12 deficiency is one that should never be overlooked. Vitamin B12 helps your body produce healthy red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout your body. When your body doesn't have enough healthy red blood cells, your muscles and organs receive less oxygen. As a result, even simple daily activities like climbing stairs, walking around the grocery store, or doing household chores can suddenly feel much more difficult than they used to. Many people describe this type of fatigue as different from ordinary tiredness. It's a deep exhaustion that doesn't improve with sleep. If you've been telling yourself, "I'm just getting older," it may be worth asking whether your body is actually missing something it needs. Now here's something that surprises many people. Vitamin B12 doesn't just affect your energy, it also plays an important role in keeping your brain healthy. Have you noticed that you're forgetting names more often? Do you sometimes walk into a room and completely forget why you went there? Maybe you lose your train of thought during conversations or struggle to concentrate while reading. Occasional forgetfulness is perfectly normal, especially when life gets busy. However, frequent memory problems or persistent brain fog should never be ignored. Vitamin B12 helps maintain healthy nerve cells throughout the brain. When levels become too low, communication between those nerve cells may become less efficient. This can lead to difficulty concentrating, slower thinking, and problems with short-term memory. In more severe cases, vitamin B12 deficiency may even produce symptoms that resemble dementia. Of course, memory loss can have many different causes, and not everyone with memory problems has a vitamin B12 deficiency. But because this condition is treatable in many cases, it's important not to overlook it. The earlier it's recognized, the better the chances of preventing long-term complications. The next warning sign often begins so subtly that people barely notice it at first. It may start as a slight tingling sensation in your fingertips or toes. Some people describe it as pins and needles. Others say their hands feel numb, or that it feels like they're wearing invisible gloves or socks. These strange sensations may come and go, but over time they can become more frequent. This happens because vitamin B12 helps protect the myelin sheath, which is the protective coating surrounding your nerves. Think of it like the insulation around an electrical wire. When that protective layer becomes damaged, nerve signals don't travel as efficiently as they should. As a result, you may experience tingling, numbness, burning sensations, or unusual sensitivity in your hands and feet. Some people even begin dropping objects more often, or notice difficulty buttoning a shirt or holding small items. Unfortunately, if nerve damage continues for too long without treatment, some of those changes may become permanent. That's one reason why early recognition is so important. Another warning sign that many people mistakenly blame on aging is poor balance and weakness in the legs. Have you noticed that you're walking more slowly than you used to? Do you sometimes feel unsteady while standing or walking? Maybe you've started reaching for walls, railings, or furniture to help maintain your balance. These changes may not simply be a normal part of getting older. Vitamin B12 helps maintain the health of the nerves that control your muscles and coordinate movement. When those nerves aren't working properly, your balance and coordination can gradually decline. You may notice that climbing stairs feels more difficult, walking on uneven ground becomes uncomfortable, or your legs simply don't feel as strong as they once did. Some people describe it as feeling like their legs are unusually heavy. Others say they feel clumsy for no obvious reason. Because falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries among older adults, balance problems should never be ignored. Even small changes deserve attention because identifying the underlying cause early may help prevent future complications. Here's something even more interesting. The next warning sign isn't something you feel. It's something you may actually see every single morning without realizing what it means. Before we talk about that, it's important to understand that symptoms rarely appear alone. Many people experience 2, 3, or even 4 of these warning signs at the same time without connecting the dots. That's why recognizing the overall pattern is often more important than focusing on a single symptom. In the next part of this video, we'll discuss several additional warning signs that many people completely overlook, explain who is most at risk for developing vitamin B12 deficiency, explore the best food sources of this essential nutrient, and answer one of the most common questions people ask. Should everyone over 50 be taking a vitamin B12 supplement? The answer may surprise you. Take a look in the mirror the next time you brush your teeth. Does your skin look paler than it used to? Have friends or family members ever asked if you're feeling sick because you look tired or washed out? While pale skin can have many different causes, it may also be one of the warning signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. As we talked about earlier, vitamin B12 helps your body produce healthy red blood cells. When your body doesn't have enough of this essential vitamin, it may struggle to produce enough healthy red blood cells to deliver oxygen throughout your body. Without enough oxygen-rich blood, your skin may lose its healthy color, leaving you looking pale or unusually tired. Some people also notice that they become short of breath after climbing stairs or walking short distances. Others feel lightheaded when standing up too quickly. These symptoms don't automatically mean you have a vitamin B12 deficiency, but when they appear together with fatigue, memory problems, or numbness, they deserve medical attention. Your body often sends small warning signs long before a more serious problem develops. Another symptom that many people never expect involves something we don't often connect to nutrition: our mood. Have you noticed that you've become more irritable lately? Maybe you feel anxious for no obvious reason, or perhaps you just don't enjoy the activities you used to love. While stress, lack of sleep, and many medical conditions can affect mood, vitamin B12 also plays an important role in keeping your brain healthy. Your brain depends on a steady supply of nutrients to produce the chemicals that help regulate mood and mental well-being. When vitamin B12 levels become too low, some people begin experiencing depression, anxiety, irritability, or a general feeling that something just isn't right. These emotional changes often develop gradually, making them easy to dismiss as part of everyday life. But if mood changes appear together with several of the other symptoms we've discussed, it's another clue that shouldn't be ignored. Mental health and physical health are closely connected, and sometimes addressing a nutritional deficiency can make an important difference. Now let's talk about one of the most surprising warning signs of all. The first place vitamin B12 deficiency may become visible isn't your hands or your feet. It may actually be inside your mouth. Some people develop a smooth, swollen, bright red tongue that feels sore or sensitive. Others notice frequent mouth ulcers or a burning sensation when eating spicy or acidic foods. These changes happen because the cells inside your mouth are constantly renewing themselves, and they depend on nutrients like vitamin B12 to stay healthy. When those nutrients are missing, the tissues inside your mouth may become inflamed. While many people ignore these symptoms or assume they're caused by something they ate, they can sometimes provide valuable clues about what's happening inside the body. Paying attention to small changes like these can help identify a problem before it becomes more serious. At this point, you may be wondering why some people develop vitamin B12 deficiency while others never experience it. One of the biggest risk factors is simply getting older. After the age of 50, the stomach naturally produces less acid, making it harder to absorb vitamin B12 from food. Even people who eat meat regularly may still develop low vitamin B12 levels because their bodies aren't absorbing it efficiently. Another group at higher risk includes vegetarians, and especially vegans, since vitamin B12 is found naturally in animal-based foods, such as meat, fish, eggs, and dairy products. While fortified foods can help, some individuals may still need additional support. People who take certain medications, including long-term acid-reducing medicines or metformin for diabetes, may also have a greater risk of developing vitamin B12 deficiency over time. Digestive disorders that affect the stomach or intestines can reduce nutrient absorption as well. Knowing whether you belong to one of these higher risk groups can help you have a more informed conversation with your healthcare provider. So how do doctors determine whether someone actually has a vitamin B12 deficiency? Fortunately, the answer is relatively simple. In many cases, a healthcare provider can order a blood test to measure your vitamin B12 level. Depending on your symptoms, they may recommend additional laboratory tests to better understand what's causing the deficiency or to rule out other medical conditions with similar symptoms. This is why it's important not to diagnose yourself based only on information you find online. Fatigue, memory problems, numbness, dizziness, and weakness can all have multiple causes. A proper medical evaluation helps ensure that you're treating the real problem instead of making assumptions. Many people also ask whether everyone over 50 should automatically start taking a vitamin B12 supplement. The answer is not necessarily. Supplements can be extremely helpful for people who have a confirmed deficiency or difficulty absorbing vitamin B12. But taking high doses without knowing your actual vitamin B12 level isn't always the best approach. More isn't always better. Your healthcare provider can recommend the most appropriate treatment based on your individual needs. Some people simply benefit from improving their diet, while others may require oral supplements, or, in certain situations, vitamin B12 injections. The important thing is to treat the underlying cause rather than guessing. The good news is that there are many excellent food sources of vitamin B12. Foods like salmon, tuna, beef, chicken, eggs, milk, yogurt, and cheese naturally contain this important vitamin. Some breakfast cereals are also fortified with vitamin B12, making them another option for people trying to increase their intake. Eating a balanced diet that includes nutrient-rich foods can help support overall health, although individuals with absorption problems may still require medical treatment. That's why it's always important to seek professional advice before making significant changes to your supplement routine. Beyond nutrition, there are several simple habits that support healthy aging. Staying physically active helps maintain muscle strength, balance, and circulation. Getting enough quality sleep allows your body and brain to recover each night. Drinking enough water supports nearly every system in your body. Managing chronic conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure with the guidance of your healthcare provider is equally important. Healthy aging isn't about finding one miracle vitamin. It's about consistently making choices that support your body over time. Before we finish, I want to leave you with one important message. Growing older does not automatically mean feeling older. While aging naturally brings changes, constant exhaustion, frequent memory problems, numbness, poor balance, or unusual weakness should never be dismissed as just getting older. Sometimes your body is sending you an early warning that something needs attention. Vitamin B12 deficiency is more common than many people realize, especially after the age of 50, and recognizing it early may help prevent more serious complications. If several of the warning signs we discussed today sound familiar, consider scheduling an appointment with your healthcare provider to discuss whether testing is appropriate for you. A simple conversation and the right evaluation could provide answers that improve your health and quality of life. If you found today's video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more evidence-based health information designed specifically for adults over 50. Every week, we share practical tips to help you stay healthier, stronger, and more independent as you age. If you know someone who has been feeling constantly tired, forgetful, or unusually weak, share this video with them. It might provide information they've been searching for. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.